visit www.nassauLPIA.com.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight, coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight at 11, the Disaster Risk Management Authority rushing to deliver hurricane relief to hurricane-stricken Jamaica. Plus, candidates in the upcoming Golden Isles by-election declare their assets. And the Bahamas donating the World Travel Market in London this week. The Bahamas tonight at 11 starts now.
The Bahamas tonight at 11. The final word starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. I'm LaDawn Davis. Thanks so much for tuning in. Jamaican Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness, has pegged Hurricane Melissa's damage to the island at $6 million. According to the Jamaica Gleaner, Dr. Holness described the severe storm as a major hit to the island's economy in Parliament today. The newspaper also quoted Prime Minister Holness saying that the situation calls for a temporary suspension of Jamaica's fiscal rules and that a rise in the debt to GDP ratio is anticipated. With that in mind, millions in assistance from around the world has either landed or on the way to hurricane-ravaged Jamaica. And the Bahamas will be added to that list tomorrow when Minister of State for Disaster Management, the Honorable Leon Lundy, leads a delegation there. The goal is to deliver much-needed hurricane supplies to help the millions of displaced Jamaicans.
The mission carries special importance, not only as part of the Bahamas' commitment to regional support, but also in my role as chairman of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, or CDEMA. It is vital that we stand shoulder to shoulder with our Caribbean neighbors in times of crisis, working together to restore lives and livelihood. Our efforts in Jamaica reflect the strength of the Caribbean unity, one region bound by resilience, compassion, and shared purpose. Together, we recover, and together, we will rebuild.
Here at home, those schools in the southern Bahamas severely impacted by Hurricane Melissa's wrath will reopen tomorrow. Education Director Dominique McCartney-Russell revealing to News at 11 the list of schools expected to reopen.
Inagua All Age, Mayaguana All Age, Salina Point Primary, Rumkey All Age, A. Loftus Roca High, Snug Corner Primary, and Lovely Bay Primary. 4 schools are slated to open on Thursday due to ongoing repairs: United Estates Primary, San Salvador High, Admiral Ferguson High, and Ulrich Ferguson Primary.
The education director says a district team has underscored the need for an alternate site for students at the United States Primary School in San Salvador due to the damage sustained to the school's roof.
That is being repaired as we speak, and so our students will be accommodated at an alternate site until the repairs are completed.
Candidates running in the Golden Isles by-election officially declaring their assets as required by the Parliamentary Elections Act. Progressive Liberal Party candidate attorney Darren Pickstock of Highland Terrace, Paradise Island, listing a net worth of $1.29 million. Free National Movement candidate Brian Brown of Coral Heights East, $2.39 million. Coalition of Independents candidate Brian Roll of Ramsey Street, Carmichael Road, reporting assets of $602,000, an income of $37,000, and no debts. While independent candidate attorney Karen Butler of Unison Road declared a net worth of $531,000. The financial declarations gazetted today after each individual officially submitted nomination papers to contest the November 24th by-election. And with just under 3 weeks left before Golden Isles residents vote in the upcoming by-election, Parliamentary Commissioner Harrison Thompson, who appeared on ZNS's The Rundown last evening, maintains the Parliamentary Registration Department is ready for the poll. Golden Isles is the country's largest constituency with over 7,900 registered voters on record. However, there's speculation that a new constituency may be created in that area once the Boundaries Commission report is completed.
We would continue with the same system that we have used over the years. The only thing we plan to change for this election is for you to have your biometric card. But the voting process will remain the same. You'll come in, you identify at the polling stations. The presiding officer will read you the instructions, and then you get your ballot, your paper ballot. You go in the booth, vote as normal. Come out, you dip your finger before you go. We want to encourage every Bahamian to try and get their biometric card. It's easier to handle, and it's have more durability, and it's safer than the paper cards.
After a series of high-energy link-ups here in the capital, some question when will the governing party head to Grand Bahama and who will carry the party's banner in that island's 5 constituencies. Ramiko Knowles of our Northern Service spoke with the Prime Minister recently on the issue.
The Bahamas' next general election is one of the most anticipated moments on the 2026 calendar. And while the exact date remains known only to the Prime Minister, voters across the political spectrum are eagerly awaiting the announcement. For the governing party, the campaign season is already underway with a series of high-energy link-up rallies in the capital. During a recent visit to Grand Bahama, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis says supporters have been asking for their turn, and his message to them: get ready, it's coming.
Since I've been here for the last couple hours, I've been hearing about the link-up in Grand Bahama. They can look forward to one shortly after the by-election, because our energy now is focused on winning that seat, and we don't want to be distracted at this moment. So shortly after 24th of November, we can look forward to a link-up in Grand Bahama.
The Free National Movement has so far ratified 24 candidates ahead of the 2026 general election. The Coalition of Independents has confirmed more than 20 candidates, and the Progressive Liberal Party has ratified 14 to date. As for who will carry the governing party's banner in Grand Bahama, the Prime Minister says the announcement is also coming soon, with candidates expected to be revealed in just a few weeks.
We are talking about it now. We should, when we reach the stage where we need to, we'll come into Grand Bahama, and the selection will be done here. I'm looking to do it before the middle of December.
Talks of a boundary split between West Grand Bahama and Bimini are gaining attention. The Boundaries Commission has proposed dividing the constituency, which currently represents just over 6,000 registered voters. When asked to confirm the proposed change, the Prime Minister had this to say.
There's been talk about it, and I'm listening.
Will it happen, or?
I said that it's been talked about, and I'm listening.
And still to come, Bahamas occupancy levels going up. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight at 11.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Things may be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals. So purchase your Tings Tough Value Meal today. Now available at all locations excluding the airport and food truck.
99% of the Bahamas' electricity comes from imported oil. It's costly, it pollutes, and it makes life more expensive for families while fueling climate risk.
So how do we address this issue now? Through BPL's new energy reform initiative, solar farms are being introduced into Providence and throughout the Family Islands. And this means cleaner energy sources, and lower electricity bills.
So the three words we look at eco-energy: sustainability, accountability, and dependability. That was the foundation of how we were founded. And one of the things we looked at for future generations of Bahamians, how can we create a system or a utility scale plant that will assist our country moving forward. So we never want to think about now. We want to think about 10, 15, and 20 years down the road. We're in this place where we can build this facility, and that will benefit almost 40 to 45,000 homes and businesses in the surrounding area.
Well, we're about to start the groundwork for that. It's a 20 megawatt solar farm, basically, and so that will feed into the grid of BPL and hopefully provide some consistency of supply of electricity for the island of New Providence. It's one of three. The timeline for the actual operation, coming into operation, is about 18 months from start. You may recall that we signed the power purchase agreement in March of this year. Our staff and the equipment is already on the ground. We've cleared the property, and so we're looking probably at another 12 to 16 months of actually build out and coming into full operation.
Government's target is 30% solar energy by 2030. This goal requires less reliance on diesel and more affordable power fueled by the sun. But getting to 30% takes big investment and major new infrastructure.
So with our utility scale solar and all of the microgrids that are being installed throughout all of the islands, we should be at 32% renewable integration by 2030. And for me, that would be a measure of our success as a country.
The clock is ticking, but one thing is clear. Renewables are our path to cleaner, reliable, and more affordable energy. Good news is, we are making positive strides towards achieving 30% renewable energy by 2030.
A newly discovered pest is threatening farms, eating through crops, damaging yields, and placing pressure on farmers already struggling to recover from recent weather shocks. It's a situation being closely monitored by the Bahamas Agricultural, Food and Safety Authority, or BAFSA, who is utilizing its new health plant laboratory to protect the nation's food supply from contamination, disease, and agricultural threats. Head inspector in the Plant Protection Unit, Dr. Ezra Bartholomew, explained the scale of the threat and the science behind the solution.
It is a dangerous species. It's the first time that we identified it here in the Bahamas. So previously it wasn't known to be here. It's called the citrus. It's a citrus caterpillar. It's in the region. It's in Florida, Trinidad, and that's the only two countries. But now we know that it's here. And it's simply because we have the technologies that we can go out there and actually do surveillance to know what's in the country. It affects agricultural plants, so it reduces productivity. Once it attacks citrus, so it reduces your yield, so it's more of a concern to farmers. And of course, it affects the entire food chain. So it reduces yields, and the only way other than pesticides is to destroy the crop. And the citrus crop is already suffering in the Bahamas from previous diseases, so this is a new one, and this may be the final nail in the coffin for citrus.
The Bahamas, despite its size, is making a strong showing at this year's World Travel Market. Corval Pyfrom is in London for the three-day event, which kicked off today and has more for us tonight at 11.
Partnership is more than a buzzword for the Ministry of Tourism, and that's especially being demonstrated here at World Travel Market in London.
You know, I always say, if you're not present, you're not in the game at World Travel Market.
Nassau Paradise Island Promotion Board CEO Joy Gibberlew is now considered a veteran to the World Travel Market London. Therefore, she understands why being here is important and why partnerships matter.
You've got to be present. We've got to be face-to-face with them. Our hotel partners need to be here to have those conversations. Obviously, the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, Investment and Aviation to talk about the wider Bahamas. But you're going to walk around the XL. You will see the size and the scope. I ask you to look at the Caribbean. Look at what they're doing here. And that lets you know how important it is for us to be present.
Majestic Tours has been a fixture at this event for some 4 decades. A tradition William Saunders is carrying on.
The partnership is key. Without them, we can't do what we do. The marketing has to be on. The message has to be all in one. And so without them, the partnership with the Ministry of Tourism, the partnership with the promotion board, we wouldn't be here today, and we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And then on the flip side of that is we're the guys that are on the ground. We're the guys that put their message into practice.
Now, as for tomorrow, this place is going to come alive with the sounds of Junkanoo as a part of the first ever Trend Fest here at the World Travel Market in London. I'm Corvell Pyfrom for the Bahamas Tonight.
Bahama executives report that bookings at the resort are holding strong as a holiday travel season is set to begin. Bahamas Senior Vice President for Government and External Affairs, Robert Sandy Sands, is already recognizing an uptick in occupancy levels.
We are very excited about our group base for the first quarter of 2026. And so things look fairly positive for certainly the rest of this year and the first quarter of next year. Notwithstanding that Melissa dampened slightly the momentum we had, but we think we appraise, thank God that damage has been minimal. Our hearts and prayers are for those in a competitive country of Jamaica and the other Caribbean islands. But I think tourism is a very resilient industry, and I think all of us will benefit from momentum going forward.
The veteran hotelier adding that a number of initiatives are coming on stream that will significantly enhance Bahamas' visitor experience.
A very solid month for November and also working towards festive. We're working on opening our new restaurant shortly, which we'll announce, Loyola, which is a new Italian restaurant, close after on the heels of a very, very successful Bahamas culinary and art festival.
Miss Bahamas Universe 2025 Malik Miranda Bow showcasing the Bahamian flag on the other side of the world to see if she can capture this year's Miss Universe title. The Grand Bahama native left the country on Saturday to attend the 74th annual Miss Universe Bahamas in Thailand, all set for November 21st. We spoke with her before boarding her flight at the Lyndon Pinling International Airport, and her mission is to inspire, empower, and show the world that beauty is more than a glance, it's purpose in motion.
I think doing anything in this type of regard is a lot of pressure because you want to make the country proud. I want Bahamians to follow along and be supportive and think that I'm doing a good job in representing them. And so in that sense, it is a lot of pressure, but I'm also confident that I've been prepared well enough to do so.
The beauty queen underscores her journey as more than competition. Its message to young women to dream boldly, pursue relentlessly, and shine brightly on any stage they choose.
Let's say go for it. This has been a dream of mine for a while, and it took a long time to get here, you know, going through some ups and downs, but one thing that never dissuaded me was having that passion for it, having a dream, something that God placed in my heart, so I had to work towards. So I would say to any young girls wanting to be Miss Universe Bahamas, or Miss Universe rather, because that's what we're shooting for, is to just go for it.
Don't go anywhere. Charles Fisher has a look at what's coming up in sports.
Good evening. Coming up in sports, the Grand Bahama Games are officially underway.
Registering for the advanced poll? Listen up. 2 deadlines are looming. Overseas voters must apply by Thursday, October 30th. Special voters have until Thursday, November 6th. Who qualifies? An overseas voter is a Bahamian eligible to vote from abroad, like students studying overseas and certain government personnel posted outside the Bahamas, along with qualifying spouses and immediate family. A special voter is someone who may be unable to vote in person on election day, including those 65 and older, hospitalized or in a care facility, pregnant, or who have recently given birth, traveling or stationed overseas on election day, candidates and their spouses, election workers, and parliamentary registration employees. For the full list of who qualifies and how to apply, click the link in the caption or pause the screen. Don't miss your deadline. Apply for the advanced poll today.
Our company has a simple philosophy, open hands. What do open hands mean? If you keep your hands closed, nothing comes in, nothing goes out. If you keep your hands open, a lot of things comes in, a lot of things goes out. We cannot expect to be a successful company without blessing our community and blessing our country.
My good friend and valued client, Dominic Stirrup, approached me following a meeting we had and told me of the idea that he had of feeding 10,000 Bahamians on Thanksgiving.
There was a lot of details to put together, had to figure out how to get it done. But at the end, it was worth it. At the end, it gave me a heart of gratitude to know that our company is reaching out to so many persons.
We invite you on a journey to witness an extraordinary chapter in the story of the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, a tale of compassion, unity, and the true spirit of Thanksgiving.
Good evening and welcome to Sports in the Bahamas tonight. Charles Fisher working the extra hours here at the Sports Desk. Over in Grand Bahama, the Grand Bahama Games officially underway. Jay Philippe has more.
The Grand Bahama Games officially kicked off with the opening ceremony in the 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium. Now it's been some 20 years since the Games were last held.
So many Olympians, professional athletes, world-class coaches, officials, college stars, and national team standout hail from Grand Bahama.
A heartfelt thank you is also extended to our event organizers. Your dedication, hard work, and attention to detail are evident in the seamless execution of this event.
This year's Grand Bahama Games is in honor of a great softball legend, Churchill Tanner Knowles.
It's really a delight and a pleasure of mine to be here this evening to see the Grand Bahama Games continuing.
The various members of parliament from Grand Bahama also making a contribution to ensure that this year's game is a success.
This has been since 20 years and I remember those games. And it was very, very exciting for the island.
I feel the energy and I believe that we will have a great game.
I just want to say how pleased we are as East Grand Bahama to be a part of this and to participate in this. It is a great event.
Now volleyball will continue the entire week with the championship set for Friday night. For ZNS Total Sports reporting from Grand Bahama, I'm Jay Philippe.
Government Secondary School Sports Association winding down play for volleyball as teams jostle for playoff positions. Senior boys with some makeup games on Monday. And on court in this one, the Timberwolves of Anatole Rogers taking on the Stingrays of C.V. Bethel. And the boys from out south looking pretty good and in playoff mode as they win easily 25, 23, 14, and 4.
We started out pretty good, being able to get our serves in the regular season and, be able to protect the net a little bit, but we got a little bit sluggish, so we lost a lot of games, that we could have possibly won had we taken care of business. So this win here today really makes us feel good about the ending of our season, and we look forward to, doing more work as the new year approaches.
Coach Theodore Hanna in charge of both senior and junior boys are looking for a little improvement.
And it's almost especially because we have 7 through 12. We have a lot of tall kids in grade 8 right now and grade 7, and we're losing, I think, about 5 seniors. So our synergy definitely is going to take some work, but the good thing is we're going to work on it, work at it, and keep pressing and pushing towards the new upcoming season in September or actually October next year.
It was a good day to be a Timberwolf as the junior girls also picked up an easy win over T.A. Thompson, 25-20, 26-24, and 15-10. Head coach Chandra Maki on the win.
The girls showed me a lot of great effort today. We went the distance in a full 3-set match, and they showed the effort, they showed the commitment, and I'm very proud of them for coming out with the win today.
DeAndre Ayton with his best game in the LA Lakers uniform so far this season as he took on his former team in the Portland Trail Blazers. Was doubtful heading into this game, having sat out the night before with back spasms, but looked like a quick recovery. Did much of his work in the paint, was 14 for 19 from the field, scored 29 points in 31 minutes of play, and also pulled down 10 rebounds and added 3 block shots in the Lakers' 123-115 win. Lakers next game Wednesday in San Antonio. Meantime, college basketball season tipping off, and A.J. Starr playing for his fourth team in as many seasons, suiting up for the Ole Miss Running Rebels after playing at Kansas last year, was in a comfort zone, had 18 points and grabbed 6 rebounds in the Rebels' 88-58 beating of Southeast Louisiana.
Shots were falling tonight. Definitely been repping my threes during the off-season and stuff like that. I'm glad to see them fall. On to the next game. Against these guys, we had the size advantage, so getting to the free throw line is always something you want to do against smaller teams, just to get in the flow of things at the beginning of the game, too. So.
Thanks for staying up late for the Bahamas Tonight Sports, and thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy on noon. Signature hot wings. What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. Those pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rentokil Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting TingsyBahamas.com.
I don't know, but what kind of cars is this parking road? You ain't even know where to park? Yeah, just don't park in the, look at this way. Like, you ain't get nowhere to go. Don't park him, just don't park in the handicap spot. Yeah, this handicap spot. No, you can't park in the handicap spot. I ain't gonna be that long. I ain't gonna be that long. Handicap spot, boy, what's going on, dog? I tell you we shouldn't park here now, this way parking. I tell you we shouldn't park here. Don't get one of these things. My bar big broke, and he got a sticker inside that say this mod though. We gotta move. This is a handicap spot. That's what we gotta move. But we gotta move. Don't we can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal in your vehicle. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
It's time now for a weather check with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening to Dawn. In the tropics, tropics are relatively quiet. We have a couple of tropical waves out there, but there's one that's producing some tropical moisture over parts of the northwestern parts of our country. But elsewhere, we don't anticipate any development over the next 7 days. Now, as we look at our live weather radar, again, dry conditions. Our rain gauge is pretty much empty throughout the 700 islands. And our temperatures around the Family Valleys, Marsh Ababico, 75 degrees. A little cool in Greentoll Key at 70 degrees. Another 70 showing up in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands, 76. Allenstown, Bimini, right behind the jet in the Gulf Stream. They picking up a temperature of 80 degrees and 76 in Fresh Creek, Central Andros, 77 in Kemp Space on Andros, Black Point, Exuma, Rock, Sandy, Lutra, 77 degrees, Harbor Island, 78, another 78 in Otterstown, Cat Island. In Georgetown, Exuma, 80 degrees, Rum Key and San Salvador, 78 degrees, 79 in Ragged Island, Clownstown, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay may go on at 80. Another 80 in Auckland, Matitani and Nagua, 83 degrees, and also the Turks and Caicos Islands reported 83 degrees at this hour. Now, your forecast for tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy conditions, breezy and still somewhat warm, but low temperature around 74 degrees. And then tomorrow, we are looking at a little mixed bag of clouds and sunshine, but a little breeze will remain in place, keeping things nice and pleasant with the high temperature climbing up to 81 degrees. And now we take you to our extended weather forecast. pretty nice day tomorrow, breeze in place, but come Thursday, we're going to have a little trough move over the area. That's going to bring us some cloudy skies with possible thunderstorms in the morning, and as we head into Friday, we'll have some residual showers looking around, taking us right through the weekend, but those temperatures are taming down, as we've been saying for the last couple of days. We're looking at some low to mid 80s during the daytime and low to mid 70s during the nighttime. LaDon.
Thanks a lot, Basil. Well, that does it for the Bahamas tonight at 11. From all of us here at ZNS, I'm LaDon Davis. Make it a great evening, everyone.
At Fort Montague, I'm Opal Roach. This is ZNS.